Get ready for a video that you don't see a whole lot from me. I'm headed to an estate sale. I'm driving over 100 miles to this estate sale, if that tells you just how few we have around here. I'm actually headed over the river and through the woods to Illinois, and this place is an absolute mansion. It is like 6,500 square feet. They promise 4,000 square feet of Christmas decorations. Let's check it out. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, that was exhausting. There was so much stuff at that estate sale. I can't wait to show you guys everything that I picked up. We're gonna get straight into the video, but let me just pause for a moment to say thank you to every single subscriber, new subscribers that have been here from day one. We just hit 20,000 subscribers, and I've been promising you guys something for a little while now, and that is that when I hit 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to show my gratitude in giving away an authentic vintage Louis Vuitton wallet. So here, listen up. There is no way for me to see every single subscriber because not everyone has their subscriptions public. I don't want you to have to change any safety settings for me. What I want you to do is, if you want to be in the drawing to win the Louis Vuitton wallet, and I don't know why you wouldn't, there is a Google Doc. It is pinned. It is going to be the first link in the description. Okay, you click on that Google Doc. You do have to be signed into Google, which you probably are since you're on YouTube. You have to fill that out, and then you're entered. And it just gives me a way to contact you when you win. I'm so excited, guys. Like, there was a point at which I couldn't imagine buying a Louis Vuitton wallet, and now talking about giving one away, and it doesn't even seem like enough to say thank you, but 20,000 subscribers. So fill out the doc, and I'm going to give it away on a live show. Yeah, we're gonna have a live. It's gonna be kind of a funny live, some things that we're gonna be doing, reacting to old videos. So yeah, we'll get straight into the haul from the estate sale and showing you guys around the estate sale, everything that I found, why I picked it up, but fill out that Google Doc if you want to win the wallet. That house was enormous. It was like 6,500 square feet, I think. I know you guys don't want an hour and 40-minute long video taking you through every part, so I just collected a little bit of footage of each room or closet that I went into, and I'm gonna show you what I picked up in each space, why, and whether or not it was a personal pickup, there were too many of those, or if it's for resale and what I hope to make off of it. This first room is actually a closet that I found upstairs in one of the bedrooms, so I've actually been in the house a little while at this point, but don't worry, I am gonna show you all of the rooms. There's just some generic Christmas items in here, nothing just absolutely stand out, but I did find two pieces that I had to have for me. This is actually a Noma collectible ornament, and it is a merry-go-round, like a carousel, and there's a motor included, so you plug it into your Christmas lights. I have a couple Christmas ornaments that do that. One of them is like a marathon, and it's Santa running with the reindeer, because my husband and I are runners, so of course this looks like it's never been opened. Actually, okay, they never even opened this. Look at this. So once you plug this into your lights, the horses are gonna spin around. I am keeping this for me, absolutely. I paid $5 for this. The next piece was this little, from the Heritage Village collection, Department 56. I saw that and I was like, wait, is this guy an electrician? Fun thing that my family and I do with our Christmas village. So every part or house or a little building in the Christmas village, if you turn it upside down, we have memories of that year written down. So for instance, on the school, it'll say the year that my oldest son started school. It might say like 2009, Della's very first school play, 2000 whatever, started high school. On one of them I have 2020, the schools closed down in March, all of the memories. So like on the snowman, we have one year 12 inches of snow before Thanksgiving. So when we get out our Christmas village, we have all of these great memories. And I'd never been able to find something to really showcase my husband's business. He owns his own business as an electrician, and this guy is, since it's part of the Heritage collection, he actually has a little torch and he's climbing up this ladder to light the gas lights. And so on the bottom of that, I will have the name of my husband's business and the year that he started his electrical company. So I just thought that was great. I paid $5 for this one also. This shelf is right outside that same closet. I did pick up this Santa tray, spoiler alert. So it was only $1. It's just a fun little vintage tray. I will have this available in an upcoming Whatnot. And that Whatnot, if you like any of the Christmas stuff that I'm showcasing that I'm going to be selling on Whatnot, it's the first Saturday in November. So I think it's like the 3rd or 4th. It is on my Whatnot. I'll link below. If you've never signed up for Whatnot, you can actually have $15 free to spend on the app. So something like this you could get for free with some other items. You get $15 worth of free stuff if you've never signed up. But even if you have signed up, I'm gonna offer these at great prices. Here's a bathroom directly off of an upstairs bedroom. Just looking through some different items here. I'm not even sure what that was, but this Aquanet looked old, but then the more I looked it over, I don't think it was quite as old as I thought. I ended up leaving this, but vintage products like this can fetch quite a bit of money if they are truly old. Here is a huge kind of family room space with this enormous pool table. This room had a ton more Christmas stuff. They had overall over 4,000 square foot of Christmas items, animatronics, handmade pieces, lots of Disney, Noma, Department 56. They had so much. Mickey is $50, you guys. I definitely did not pick him up, but I did pick these up, guys. This is like a quilt batting or spun cotton type of decor, and I think it's over like a 2-liter bottle maybe that was painted. Here is a snow woman, and then look, she's got a man. She has a snowman also. So these are 2 little vintage folk art. I think these are incredible. I did find a comp, a listed one similar to her. I'm sure probably 80s. I'm judging by the Argyle pattern on him. I think I'm gonna bring these to Whatnot. We'll see how they do, but they sold me both of these for $4, so only $2 a piece, and these are pretty good size for a cool little vintage handmade Christmas. I couldn't go wrong. Really cool upstairs closet here. I promise I'm going to show you guys more than just closets. There were some vintage clothing items in here, mainly 2 and 3X pieces. But at the end of the day, there just wasn't anything super quality in here. It was just a lot of bright colored vintage shirts. So I left those behind. Here's another closet though, that there were some really cool old books back here. I don't know enough about books. I didn't really want to get involved in this. And they said that books were priced at checkout. I've seen him price books high, so I didn't bring these down. But when I moved these records, I saw this big old boombox with a built-in TV. They only wanted like $25 for that, but then I pulled up these comps and saw that truthfully, they were only listed for a little bit more than that. It takes up a lot of space. It's gonna take a lot to ship an item like this. You gotta factor in your time. The time it takes to fold up a t-shirt, put it in a plastic bag and then into a poly mailer, the shipping, it's out the door, it's fast. But wrapping and carefully packaging and shipping something like a boombox, if I'm not making at least 50 bucks profit on something like that, I'm probably gonna leave it behind. It takes a ton of space in my inventory, which is not unlimited to me, and that just takes a ton of time. It's gonna take resources to pack and ship something like that. I'm looking for more out of date or discontinued beauty products here, but in this bathroom I come up dry again. But look at these shower doors. Look how amazing these are. If you had any idea how hard it was for us to find gold shower doors recently, like those things were incredible. I think this is a massager maybe. Definitely left that behind. Something important to note is that it is day 3 of this estate sale, so it was very picked over. I got there a few minutes after they opened. There was no line. Everyone that was there was already in the door. So I'd actually planned on arriving an hour early, and I'm so glad that I got an hour's extra sleep instead of doing that. So this room downstairs had a lot of electronics, even some 8-tracks and things like that. But again, by day 3, anything that was resellable had already been picked over. The items here are either too expensive to have any meat left on the bone, or they're not something that has a good sell-through rate that is going to sell really quickly. There were a few things here maybe I should have comped out, but a lot of it was just, it was kind of high priced for what it was. So I didn't get anything off at this table. This house belonged to a husband and wife that I gathered after looking through all of their things. He's a doctor, and perhaps they enjoyed gambling because there were a lot of slot machines and gambling, things of that nature. And then there were so many little art pieces and figurines that were like doctors dressed up in things. It looked like he either collected those or people gifted those to him a lot. This shelf was no exception. There are little doctor figurines absolutely everywhere. Some really funny things, and they collected, it looked like carousel horses also. 3 things that I saw a lot of: carousel horses, and they actually had a huge standing carousel horse, like hand carved. It was $500. I'm kind of glad it was $500 because I've been looking for a carousel horse for my own house, and I do not have the space for a carousel horse in here. Had it been like $100, I 1000% would have loaded it up in the Bronco, and it was way too big for this space. Go me that it was $500 and a little out of budget for such an impulsive purchase, or else I probably would have tried to bring it home. The other side of the room had the same type of built-in shelving, more doctor figurines everywhere. I love this green mermaid cow, and probably would have got it because it was only $6.50, but I just noticed that she's missing a horn. It was numbered, so this thing might have still been worth it. And see what I mean? Like these little gambling grannies were everywhere, and lots of slot machines and things, lots of little medical pieces. I did find on the shelf right next to this a Department 56 Krispy Kreme house. I will insert some comps here. They wanted $40, but it came with 3 additional pieces, the sign and 2 Krispy Kreme vehicles. And I saw some of the comps between $100, $150 for the set. So I had all but decided to get it. I wanted to see what other things were in the house. All I had was my IKEA bag, and there wasn't a box for this. I didn't want it jumbling around and breaking, but I forgot at the end of the day to go back and get it. So I missed out on buying the Krispy Kreme house for 40 bucks. I definitely could have doubled my money really quickly, even after fees and everything, but maybe got closer to like $50 or $60 profit on that. Can't believe that I forgot to go back for it. In the master bedroom, there was a table of linens, and I saw this cute little vintage pillowcase. There were actually quite a few of these, so I grabbed every single one of them. I'm going to show you guys in person what these look like, but I felt like I got the jackpot. I think some of these are meant to be embroidered. She ended up painting most of them. Now, to my understanding, this is what they look like fresh. You can see that there is a stamped pattern on there. This one actually says Adam, and it has a portrayal of Adam holding the apple, and he's got his hand out like this. I don't know if he's telling the serpent, telling the snake to get away, but you can see Adam there, and it says Adam. That's about the tamest one in this pile. These are so cute. This one is a mouse, and it says booby, I guess as like a term of endearment. Little yellowed pillowcase. This one says, and this is a girl mule on a cloud, and says Cloud 9. That is one of a set, because I think it goes with this one that says, you really send me. So you really send me to Cloud 9. How cute is that? His and hers vintage pillowcases. This one says, come on, tiger. And this kitty cat has a pink bow on her tail, so I guess that is the girl. Come on, tiger. Again, these ones are painted. And this one says, hi, pussycat. This one is, again, fairly tame and just says love, accompanied on the other side with kisses. I love these. These are so cute. So here's a little girl kitten, and she is on a crescent moon, and it says willing. And here is the little boy kitty cat, also on a crescent moon, in his nightcap, and it says able. If you like those, I've yet to decide if I'm bringing them to Whatnot or to my eBay. Again, both are always linked below in the description. I feel like those might be cool for Whatnot. Tell me what you guys think below in the comments. Where would you sell something like that? Whatnot, where you can have fun and engage with the buyer about how adorable those are, or eBay, where you might have more vintage buyers willing to pay a bit more. Here is a downstairs guest bathroom. I just had to show you guys this mirror. The lights were enormous. The mirror was enormous. All of these 6-panel doors in this house are solid wood doors. There is yet another carousel. Saw several clowns in this house also. Just some cute little souvenir cups from places that they had visited. I did check through those VHS tapes to ensure that there weren't any that were like recorded off a TV. If you are unaware, VHS that were recorded off a TV can command a lot of money because they have old commercials, and people are willing to pay up sometimes to see those, or sometimes that is the content for their channel. There are YouTube channels right here that exist just to showcase old commercials, and they have to find that footage from somewhere. So some of those old VHS with the old like Hardee's commercials, Pepsi commercials, the things that just are so nostalgic, they can fetch a lot of money. So don't totally disregard VHS that look like they could have been recorded from TV. Look at this beautiful organ that was in their front room. They had this curio cabinet, and I'll showcase to you guys what is in that here in a moment. I just wanted to show you how amazing this great room really is. Look at this fireplace. 2-story stone fireplace. This room is fantastic. I wanted to sit down in that massage chair, and I probably should have. But inside that curio cabinet, there were these little metal sculptures, and they're on pieces of stone, like pieces of quartz or marble or something. They are amazing, you guys. I love them. I think that they are comedic. They are really finely done. I love the metal and paint, all of the mixed media in these. But when I looked them up, the estate seller was really right on top of eBay value on them. I did consider asking him, if I bought all of them in the cabinet, how much would you sell them for? But I'm not sure that the market is there to go all in on something like this. I'd probably be better off to spend my money somewhere that has a faster turnaround rate. I'm trying to be better, checking that sell-through rate. Shout out Harry Tornado, did you check the sell-through rate? And it probably wasn't there on those amazing clowns, but they were so amazing. Look at this chair. Again, if I had space for it, I have wanted a chair like this forever. This was only $125 and super clean. I'm kind of having a little bit of buyer's remorse right now. These were way overpriced, like something like $20 for the two of them. I almost bought that sword for my son. It was made in Spain. Does my 17-year-old son need a sword? No. I thought maybe we could get a better quality piece somewhere else, and he hasn't necessarily said that he loves that style. It was just really cool, and it was only $35. Should I have gotten a sword? So I saw this amazing kaleidoscope. I actually got my oldest son one similar to this one year at Christmas. I just had to show you guys the inside of this and spin it around and give everyone such a vintage feel of this beautiful brass telescope. Absolutely love it, but they wanted like $75 for it, and that was way overpriced. At one point you could pick those things up at like TJ Maxx and places like that, so definitely not paying $75 for one, even if it is older. This chase was really cool. There was a wet bar in this room. This was right off of the semi-indoor pool area that they had. It was kind of like a lanai type situation, indoor pool, like expanded onto the back of their house. In the dining room, no shortage of storage in this house. This was all Noritake china that was in that first cabinet. This entire table is full of dishes, all silver plated, dreamsicles and snow baby, little angels and stuff everywhere. If there was a collection, this lady probably collected it. Here is a set of gold plated serviceware, teapot, coffee pot, little kettles there, tray. The gold toned silverware in the display case there, or in the storage case, was really amazing. I love it, but I just recently bought some new silverware that was gold toned, so I said no to that. In the garage, again, I mean, every time you thought that you probably saw this whole house, you were wrong. There was more house. And why is there another dining room table, like 8-person dining room table here? This house had so much furniture and so much stuff in it, guys. I mean, literally 6,500 square feet. I found this vintage sunshade, and I'll be honest with you, it was the clip. It was that sunglass clip that was getting me. And should I have picked this up for $2? I ran comps, and that sailboat pattern isn't the most desirable, and it seemed like they were only going for like $16. I almost picked it up just to save the vintage and for that sunglass clip, because I remember my mom having one of those, but I left it behind. Look at these bikes. There's even a tandem bike over there. A guy was talking to me about the family and sharing fond memories of the family while I was recording these bikes, so I didn't get enough footage for you guys because I wanted to appreciate the stories that he was telling me. But these were amazing, you guys. Absolutely love those. Looking through the cleaning supplies, because again, if it's discontinued, there's a good opportunity that there's money to be made there. I did run comps on a few of those pieces, but nothing was selling for a ton on eBay, so I didn't get any discontinued beauty products or cleaning supplies. There was a lot of crystal in this house. I'm pretty sure that some of it was American Brilliant. I think that's what they call it. My friend Mary, who is the Merchants, she tells me all the time about American Brilliant, and that she's like, you'll know it when you see it. And this was the thickest, sharpest cut. It was just such high quality. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But then I took a picture of a vase and sent it to her, and she said, I don't think that's an American Brilliant pattern. So what do I know? Apparently not enough about crystal, and the highest price pieces here were like $30 a piece, and I thought you maybe could make $180 to $200 on one of the vases, but if I wasn't able to determine that it was American Brilliant, I decided to just leave it behind. Here's a picture of that vase. If you guys are familiar, let me know. Do you think that this was American Brilliant? Should I have picked it up for $30? Was it underpriced? Was it priced appropriately? I can attest that it was the highest quality crystal I have ever felt. It was really, really good stuff. I went out to the pool room to show you guys what that looked like. See what I mean? Like, it's kind of an indoor pool, but then it's also kind of like a lanai type situation, like a Florida room. I did pick up a few things in this room though. Let me show you. I saw a set of these and it was all of the lower petals and just the lower petals and then a bunch of cups, and it said it was $5 for everything. I wasn't even sure exactly what it was, but I can tell vintage like 70s 80s plastic when I see it, and so I knew it was, and there's all kinds of colors. Let me show you guys. I have 8 of these actually total, and what they are is they float in the water. You assemble the 2 pieces together, they float in the water, and you put little battery powered candles in them. I'm in debate. Should I sell these? And it looks like they sell for $12 to $16 a piece. Again, I have 8 of them. Should I do an art piece? Like, don't you just kind of want to see these together on the wall or in some arrangement? Or go with me on this. You know those really cool lotus flower lamps that people have inside? What if you built one of those with these with solar light? So like on a pole outside, and then it comes on when it gets dark outside. What should I do with these? Sell them? Art project, lotus lamp, or sell them? I gotta have sell them in there twice as an option because the other options are so fabulous. I don't want to outweigh what should be the logical choice to just sell these and make like $50, because I feel like if I lotted them all up together, maybe they would sell sooner. And just like get $50. They were $5, 10 times my money. I should sell them, right? If you're a reseller who likes Beanie Babies, and I know you are, you're gonna love this next part. Oh my gosh, guys, it was buckets on top of buckets. It was a wasted fortune in Beanie Babies and the Beanie Buddies also. But look, this is the small part of this basement, and Easter and holiday decorations, wait till you see the other side when it's all Christmas. Here is the Christmas side. This was on day 3. This is stuff that's still left on day 3. Halloween, there's more of this basement behind me, and there's more on the other side of the Easter. Probably, I don't know, over 2,000 square foot definitely of basement space, and it's all holiday down here. It's enormous. So I definitely, you guys already know, I got a lot of holiday stuff. Let's just start at the beginning. I got that little doctor that was on the table. It actually took me 3 times seeing him before I realized that for $5.50, I better buy this guy. He plugs in and he has holes under his eyes, his mouth, all throughout here. Should we plug him in and see what he looks like? His bag says Boo Boo Doctor, and he is a Holland mold. I pulled comps on him. He sells for a little bit, but he will not be for sale. I am keeping him. I picked up a bunch of vintage Christmas stockings. I bought a bunch of these last year. Now these I paid up a little bit. I paid $3, but these do so well for me on Whatnot. This one is jumbo. As you can see, it is absolutely enormous. I think it would be super fun to hang on the wall. I'll probably start these at like $10 on Whatnot. I did pay $3 for them, so after fees, I'm not going to be making that much money if they sell for 10. And if they don't sell for 10, I will hang them on my wall. I also got in homage to those little vintage stockings. These are bottle covers, so slip these over any type of a bottle. At Christmas time, dress up your little home bar area. These are like Christmas sweaters, Christmas stockings for your bottles. This one is so pretty. This was only $2. Oh, the bottle covers were only 50 cents. Look at this thick knit, beautiful stocking. So I think I got pretty much every stocking like this that I found. I got a poster. Now I saw this, it had a little tear right here. I start unrolling it and I see it says Season's Greetings. So rather than try to unroll the whole poster and make that tear worse, I let it fold up a little bit and I start rolling and I see Santa and he is drinking Coca-Cola. So this huge poster was actually a store display. Guys, I pointed out that this was ripped at the checkout and I was like, see, that's how it got ripped, is someone rolled it all the way down. I said, hey, how much for the ripped poster? And she sold it to me for $1. So this is coming to Whatnot. I got a good deal. I will share the love and pass that on. They had a lot of vintage wrapping paper. This was one of the older pieces that I found. Let me show you this. Look how beautiful the colors on this. I originally thought about selling this, but I would love for the packages under my Christmas tree to be wrapped up with this. I mean, I don't know. I doubt that this is as old as the 40s, but the colors make me think of 40s and 50s. So I think I'm gonna keep that. I will be bringing this to my Christmas Whatnot. It is cutout Santa. This was $3, so I kind of paid up for what it is. It's this little Santa paper doll. Look, he has outfit. Is this the most amazing little thing? So I'll offer this at Whatnot. And I found a ton of little vintage ornaments. There was a guy working downstairs and I asked him how much these ornaments were. And he said, I'm not really sure, let me go ask. He comes back and he says, I think most of the ornaments, they said, are $1 to $3. And I was like, but for these little ones, these like, I mean, there's nothing that special about these. And he said, I wouldn't charge that. And I said, I was hoping they'd be like 50 cents. So when I got to the register, I offered that as a suggestion. I said, I don't know how much these ornaments are, but if I didn't pick out anything too fancy, I was hoping they might be about 50 cents. So she counts them up. She says there's 12 of them. How about $7? And that's what I paid for all of these ornaments. So these will be in my Whatnot. I love the way Courtney Bolo Buddies does vintage Christmas ornaments on her Whatnot. If you guys aren't following her, she is fantastic both on Whatnot and on YouTube. I've learned so much about reselling from her. I'll tag her channel below in the description, but she brings out like muffin tins or sometimes she'll just set them out and she uses Scrabble letters. And so A, B, C, D, E, F, and it's right, every ornament is right next to a letter. And then she does choice. So like if I set out all 12 ornaments and people bid and then they get their choice. So it's not one ornament at a time and it really speeds things along. It keeps people engaged. I love this one. So I'll probably take a page out of her book and utilize a few of those practices. If you're ever wondering about certain categories on Whatnot, like how you should sell and what's best practices, I always encourage people to do that. Go look at that category and see how other people are selling that item on Whatnot and what they're doing and what seems to translate well on camera and during a show and what buyers seem to like. Look at this happy faced made in America huge Santa snack bowl. Really like high quality thick plastic on this also. So this is coming to Whatnot. I picked this up for just $2. Couple more items I picked up from my Whatnot. This is a little ceramic dish. It says to Santa Claus wish list street. It has a pretty little Santa stamp there. Picked this up for just 50 cents. Vintage Christmas skirts always do well for me. This one is satin. It does have a little bit of damage here. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but that is damage, but it's the only spot that it's damaged. This was only $1. I will definitely bring this to Whatnot because like I say, I've sold lots of vintage Christmas skirts there and the buyers always like them there. Check out these little cards that I found. They're Santa jackets on hangers, and when you open them up, the hanger is inside and it says, hope your Christmas suits you perfectly. They are Hallmark. It was only 25 cents for this box of cards. Those will be at my Whatnot. And then a couple little cork backed trivets. This one is a snowman and a candy cane kind of wrapped up as a present. Those only cost me 50 cents a piece also. I got an entire bag here of gift wrap pieces. So some of them are vintage name tags, like this one, 1981. I know I saw some in here from the 70s. There are so many gift wrap name tags in here. Look at those. These are all going to be sold on Whatnot. Look at this one. This one is made in USA, and just look at the actual Santa face here. I feel like just the blister pack that one is on could sell for good money. There were some of them that were flocked. Let me find these. These name tags are actually flocked. And these are the ones, it's 1978, St. Paul, Minnesota. I love these. So lots of those, and then some vintage wrapping paper itself. And just various little things here. So it's like a Christmas ephemera in a bag. I paid $2.50 for the entire bag, and there's plenty of stuff. Not gonna show you every piece there, but I will show you this. Check this out, you guys. It is a vintage door hanger, like Christmas door hanger. Probably bringing this to Whatnot. How amazing is that? Just the colors alone, the red and gold. I love that she kept this and kept it pristine for so many years. What do you guys think? What year would you associate this with? 70s, 80s? Am I thinking it's older than what it is? Based off of the colors, the font, the artwork, what year do you think this is from? I also found this little toy soldier, and he is It's electronic, and somehow I think it's a motion sensor. He brings this up and plays trumpet. He was only $5. He is from the 90s, but his battery pack has a lot of corrosion. So Drew and I are gonna do our best to see if we can get him cleaned up. Not sure yet whether or not I'm going to sell him. I kind of love him. I got these for only $7.50 each. They are Tiffany style lamps. They light up. I got 2 of them. I think I'm going to try these at Whatnot and see if people are interested in those. Otherwise, I could definitely list those on eBay. There's some listed right now for like $30-something a piece. I bought vintage Easter grass. Okay, 1, 2, 3 bags of this. Hear me out. One thing you have to remember about searching comps is, especially if they're holiday specific comps, you can search Easter grass right now. It's October. There are not going to be sell comps for Easter grass, but come March, even come February, go search Easter grass, and this vintage stuff you're gonna see goes for a lot of money. Just like anything else vintage, they don't make it like they used to, and vintage Easter grass goes for good money. So those were $1 for all 3 packs, and I anticipate making probably at minimum $10 a bag, so $30 off of those for my $1 purchase. I found this Santa, and he is similar to Santas that I collect. I just love that little flocked vintage dancing Santa, but I didn't have a white one. But look, he's on top of this, apparently rested on top of something at one point. I just wanted the Santa, and I feel like she kind of overcharged me for this since it was just a part of an item. She even said it looks like it came off of something. I said, I guess it did. I just want the Santa, and she charged me $3. But since I got such a good deal on everything else, I didn't argue about that, and I paid $3 for him. He is fairly big, but he is mine. I will hang on to him. I got this, and she wrapped it with the ornaments. She wrapped a few of them, and of all the ones to have wrapped, this was a Department 56 little hot dog cart, and she didn't wrap it at all, put it in the bag. Kind of a shame this got broke, but I was just getting this for me because along with her Christmas Village, I want to write on the bottom 2022, our family visit to New York City. I thought a hot dog cart was the perfect embodiment of us heading to New York City. So I will give that its little repair that it needs. It's still priceless to me, and I think I only paid like 50 cents. Here's where I'm getting in trouble, okay? This is a Starbell Christmas tree stand. It sells for really good money. It looks like they paid $85 whenever it was new. Here's the trouble, you guys. I had to test it. I wanted to see if it worked. So I get it out, I plug it up, it works perfectly. You can see this spinning. You even plug the lights directly into here so that you're not spinning the cord up with the tree. And then look, it has this little button. It plays Christmas music. So what's the trouble? What's the problem? Clearly I can't sell this. I paid $15 for this, and you're telling me for $15 my Christmas tree can spin around in circles. It makes a full revolution every 2 minutes, and I can actually see the ornaments from all different sides and angles. Like, why? Who would I have to be to not want my Christmas tree to spin in circles? Clearly I'm keeping this, which I kind of felt bad about because it was one of the big ticket items that I found. 2 of the pieces I found will sell for like $100 a piece, so that almost paid for everything. But now if I keep the one that was gonna be like $150 sale, I really think I have to keep it. I think I have to. One of the last Christmas items that I found were these amazing lights. I have them strung up here because I have to show you guys what they look like on. They were $3 for every pair I found. I did check and make sure they were working, and then I found some that didn't work. Okay, first of all, can we just understand why I'm keeping these 2? It really is kind of a problem, you guys. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I found that turns out I'm keeping. Shh, don't tell Drew. I found all of these that did work. I found one set still in the box, and yeah, I got the little tulip ones too. I don't know if I'll keep the tulip ones. I don't know, I haven't plugged them in yet. If I love them when I plug them in. You just can't find Christmas lights like that anymore, and if you do, they're not gonna be $3. But I found some that didn't work, and just the little ends off of these you can sell on eBay. I'll show you a few comps of those. So if you find non-working vintage Christmas lights, don't worry, you can still make money off of those. And I had like 4 sets that didn't work. I said, all of these I tested, they don't work, and she sold them, the whole bundle of them, for $3 or $4. Anyway, it was like $1 a set. It may be crazy to some people to consider buying broken Christmas lights or Christmas lights that aren't working, but for $1 a set even. I could go through there and tap every bulb, make sure that, you know, the bulbs, like double check everything, put a little bit of work into it. I'm still willing to pay $1 a piece. Otherwise, I will sell the ends and I will make several times my money. So not a big deal. I just didn't want to pay $3 a set for them to not be working. Also got this amazing North Pole lamp. There's a light bulb in there that is absolutely staying here at my house. I'm so sorry I bought so much stuff for me. Here's a look at what the foyer area looked like. The grand staircase and that carousel horse I told you guys about. Within that area, they had jewelry and really small items. I found this box marked Kate Spade. Kate Spade and Lennox Crystal worked together and collaborated with these amazing crystal coasters. I am a huge fan of Kate Spade, the company, and the late Kate Spade, the designer. So I picked these up. You guys, for me, it's another personal pickup. We needed coasters. We are still using the custom monogram coasters that Harry Tornado gifted us at FlipCon. I don't know again if everyone got monogram coasters, but we did in our room. Some people said, but I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that we stayed at the Sheraton and the S actually meant Sheraton. I'm pretty sure that they were custom for us and they meant Strickland. Also picked this up in the same room. At the top it says barbell and at the bottom it says time for another round. It was $2 and there is a little piece missing here. It's supposed to be like you drop this down and it activates this bell. Like it pushes this down and it rings for another round. It's the barbell, made in Japan, vintage mid-century. In the same place, I found this little Smurf. I think it's baby Smurf, and he winds up and he is one of those that his feet are gonna carry him around. He was $2. Did I overpay for him? Perhaps. I will bring him to a Whatnot show. Just a few more other random things that I found. This little sculpture that is signed. It was only $6.50, and then I noticed that it's a whistle. Who doesn't pick up random sculptures of doctors with 14 karat gold on them that are whistles? If you're not picking that up, I don't know. Can we even be friends? Oh, speaking of handmade, somebody help me with this doll. Someone is gonna know a lot more about dolls than I do. Look at this. She's marked Habana inside here on a sticker, so I don't know. I read that and I was like, I thought originally that it said Havana, and I was like, maybe she does look like she could be Cuban. What is this doll? Is she nylon? She's clearly handmade. She is extremely vintage, possibly antique. I don't know with how colorful her dress is. Embroidered artwork on her face. Look at the beaded work here. She was only $3 and I picked her up actually in the basement. You guys tell me, was she a good pickup? Did I waste my money on her? Somebody can help me identify her. That would be amazing. And then I found an Inaman, but is it an Inaman? It is Fleet. It is the Phospho soda. This guy is so cool. He is made by Curto Toy, and I'm honestly thinking, should I play him in my office to keep things moving, or should I auction him off over on my eBay? I'm currently raising money for St. Jude because I'm running in the St. Jude Marathon in December. Should I auction him off with all of the proceeds going to St. Jude? You guys let me know. And if you're interested in helping with the fundraiser, I'll put the link to that below also. Every dollar helps, and we're just raising money so that no family that receives treatment at St. Jude ever receives a bill. I also bought a souvenir spoon. I know, why am I getting souvenir spoons? But this one is Rolex. How fun is that? It was only $1. Absolutely had to get it. And I saw on eBay where a lot of people are getting those, making spoon rings out of them. I got these lights for $4 and I am listing them at $35 a set, little pearl lights. One set that is white and 2 sets that are green. You will be so proud of me. I've actually already drafted all 3 of these. So if you think about it, that's $100 right there. Now I don't feel so bad about wanting to keep the tree stand. I found this little, it's a slot machine. Let's see how this thing works. Okay, I put a battery in the back of it. There's 2 places to drop coins here. You can drop coins here, and then they just go directly into the bank, which you can retrieve out this door. Or you can drop them here and they disappear and they become playable and part of the jackpot. You pull this arm, and that one wasn't a jackpot, so your coin would have been kept. So if you're actually playing here, then your money is gone. It's kept for the jackpot. And then when you hit the jackpot, which it doesn't every time, it spits the money back out. Last thing that I got, you guys, and I got this where the fireplace was. Sorry, I just forgot to show it to you during that part of the video. Brass fireplace tools. This was only $15. I will pick these up every time that I find them under, I'd say 30, because they sell for over $100. Look at what pristine, great condition this is in. These are heavy, so know your shipping whenever you go to list something like this, but this has every tool. It has the tongs, it has the poker, it has the shovel. I will probably list this at like $150 or best offer and $30 FedEx shipping. This will be gone within 4 weeks. I guarantee this thing will be gone by then, especially we're getting into the colder months, but these are brass. You can't find them like this. And if you find them with interesting handles, because these are just like pretty basic handles, if you find ducks, they go for even more. If you find, I've seen clamshells, those go for a lot of money. I've even seen unicorns. If you can get like a fancy handle, pick those up. They're worth so much. I now have to put all of this stuff away so my family has a place to walk in my living room. They are not gonna like if I leave all this stuff out. So I've got work to do. You guys have work to do. Happy listing, happy selling. We are full on fourth quarter. I hope your sales are picking up. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget, check below for that Google Doc. Ensure that you are registered to win the Louis Vuitton wallet. Live show is coming up soon where I will be giving that thing away. We are looking at next week for that show, probably right after Halloween for that, but it to be determined and announced. In the meantime, be sure that you're registered. Thank you guys again so much for watching. God bless, and remember, treat your business like your business.